the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want a redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6-something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot, he can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5'11", I'd be surprised. But when he gets in the zone, he's one of the most difficult players to handle. He could take over a game, Ernie. His quickness, his speed, just all-around offensive prowess.
Is he anything like the other Isaiah Thomas?
No, he's different. The original, the OG Isaiah Thomas was very, I would say, a leader, more of a leader. He's more a lead guard. Get it? He likes to score. This guy led the team.
Nice.
Thank you.
You got the Shaq seal of approval.
Yes.
What more can you want? It's almost game time.
I got the shield. Get it?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Greg Anthony. And Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor.
Ready to go?
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Tyler Zeller out there with David Lee, and it's Smart in at the point guard.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got look out, and then you throw him stuff like that. You go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Now here's Turner, down to 5 on the shot clock. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist by Turner. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night. On defense, the Celtics. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the basket by Curry. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Here's Curry after the made shot from David Lee. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. From deep. Again, Curry missing.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Smart kicks to Bradley. Pick by Zeller. On the wing, Turner. Fires from 14. Draymond Green with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And Zeller kicks to Smart. 7-foot shot and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Klay Thompson. From deep three-point range, Curry with another miss. Boston trailing. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Thanks, Doris. The long distance three is buried. Curry's got 9 points.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Great look, but off the mark. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Zeller, a screen on Curry. Bradley with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Shot by Zeller, no good. The Warriors leading. From deep. Again, Curry missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Smart wide open, he fires. Drills it from outside. Smart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lee with the steal. Now Smart. And it's sent back by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. Pulls up. Thompson passes to Green. Bogut kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. From deep, the long distance three is buried. Curry's got 12 in the game.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. Bro, he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
From deep three-point, look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Thomas kicks to Crowder. Sullinger outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Thomas, here we go. And Barbosa pulls it down. Warriors leading by 3 from deep. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Barbosa. And that's 18 points for Steph Curry.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Boston shooting their first free throws here for the night. And that one falls for Olynyk. And so Olynyk nails both of them. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Crowder pulls it in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Thomas. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Curry. Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple of years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
Either team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboard. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
On the court right now for the Celtics, the big men are Sullinger and Olynyk. Thomas is out there with...
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot! It's amazing.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Thomas gets a wide-open look, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Jerebko kicks to Sullinger. To the inside. Here's Olynyk. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Durant's checked in for Curry. And then for Boston, Johnson comes in for Olynyk, and Bradley's subbed in for Jerebko. Johnson the screen. Shot off the pick. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
It's Durant with the drive. The rebound by the Celtics.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
There's the bucket, good. And now it's only a 5-point Warrior lead.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the middle, Johnson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And Maury Spates last season was the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Smart dishes to Bradley. Johnson sets the screen for Bradley. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Warriors leading by 3. Curry. How did he hit that shot?
What I just saw right there,
That's good. And that's now 6 points for Avery Bradley.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Turner passes to Bradley. It's tipped. Curry. Zeller grabs the board. Celtics trail by 4. Bradley kicks to Smart. Celtics passing it around. Pulls up on the wing, and he knocks down the jumper. 8 points for Avery Bradley.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
They get it back. Curry. How did he hit that shot?
What I just saw right there, Cam.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A nice shot by Zeller.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it.
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Bradley dishes to Smart. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Boy, that...
And the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 39.
Boy, I tell you what, pounding the offensive glass pays off for him once again. Persistence pays.
Yeah, difference maker has been their ability to get those second chance points.
Bradley, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. Simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Durant kicks to Green. He feeds it to Bogut. Second chance shot. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Bogut. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. And a new group in for the Celtics. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Jerebko comes in for Evan Turner. Jay Crowder's checked in for Bradley. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Sullinger. Kept alive by Boston. Tries again. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
From deep. The shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now.
You talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
And the basket good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. Those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Thomas goes in. Green with the block. They recover it. Jerebko, the pass to Lee. Lee, a screen on Thompson. A second chance effort, but they get it down. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. Barnes comes in for Thompson. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. Boston also with the sub. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Lee. Celtics trail by 12. It's Thomas outside, and he gets it to go. Thomas got 9.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Dishes it to Olynyk. Here's Sullinger. And the layup's good off the glass.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's Barbosa, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you can see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for him last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Celtics. And Barbosa drops them both. Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group. Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Olynyk. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feed. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
And thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Johnson kicks to Thomas. And he converts the layup. Thomas got 11 points.
Another away from home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Barnes dishes to Bogut. Goes back up. Rebound Boston. Outside Thomas. Johnson in the corner. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Warriors leading by 9. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The Celtics have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Outside Thomas. And a missed layup.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 11. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Celtics trail by 11. On the court right now for the Celtics. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. David Lee is out there with Zeller, and it's Smart in at the 1 spot. Here's Golden State now. The drive by Iguodala. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Iguodala's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors. Smart with the ball. Outside Bradley. Screen by Lee. Bradley passes to Smart. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Curry's shot is off. Celtics trail by 11. Smart kicks to Lee. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
And it's Lee penetrating. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Spates. Spates has got 3 assists now in this one.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. He said, listen, fellas, I know you're tired, but we can't coast. We've got to go harder. The win's in sight. We've got to power through it and go get it. Guys, pretty inspirational stuff.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Well, and our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Draymond Green comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. And Zeller kicks to Lee. 5 on the clock. Here's Bradley. That 3 off the mark.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Celtics trail by 12. Here's Smart. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
It's been a nice game for Smart. 9 points and 3 dimes. Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Lee with the ball. Now Green defending. Bogut against Lee. Outside Turner. The pass to Lee. Banked in off the glass. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Bradley up top, guarded by Kerr. Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
They get it back. Lee, and it's sent back by Bogut. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Marcus Smart.
Isaiah Thomas.
From deep, Thomas. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What percentage on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. Out to the right wing. Goes up the baseline. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got assist number 7 for him tonight. Warriors leading by 13. Curry kicks to Green. Thompson outside. Here's Durant. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shot by Zeller, no good. The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kevin Durant. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for David Lee. Jerebko's checked in for Evan Turner. And it's Crowder in for Bradley. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
And stolen by Spates. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. Good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
There's the pick. Here's Thomas. Olynyk in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas.
Assisted by Isaiah Thomas.
Now here's Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who would start on some good teams, so we just did it collectively.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it.